chosen ones, empaths. You see how he was loving, kind, courteous, empathetic. We poured forth our love into this narcissist. We didn't know there was a narcissist. We thought there was our soulmate. There was nothing but a counterfeit soulmate. But we poured our love into them. We poured our care. Some of us picked them up off the scrap heap. Some of us built them up. Some of them were in a pretty bad way when we met them, and we built them up. But to the narcissist's irrational mind, this signifies their own self-importance. Okay? And the narcissist's self-importance becomes blown out of all proportion. The more and more we love, the more and more we care, the more and more we provide, it begins to actually blow their self-importance out of all proportion. It becomes preposterous. It becomes innumerable. They get so self-absorbed, and it becomes radical even. Like, honestly, their self-importance is actually off the Richter scale. The more and more we love, honestly, trust me, the more and more we love, the more and more we provide, the more and more we care, the more and more we do this, they get so delusional. Honestly, their self-importance is blown out of all proportion. And this is why it gets to a point in time when they start to devalue you. They start to try to dim your light. They think, right, I'm going to shut this person down so they only can think about me. This person worships the ground I walk on. Let me destroy them. Let me put out their light. I know they're a kind soul. I know they're a loving soul. I know they're an empath. Let me destroy them. So they attempt to destroy us. And yes, we have endured some hard times. We have had tears. We have not been able to eat. We have had sleepless nights. We did go through the trenches. We did indeed. Cannot deny. But the one thing that the narcissist doesn't actually consider or even take into account is that you will make it through, that you will heal and you will recover. And your healing, your recovery, you becoming stronger, more resilient, destroys the narcissist to the core. It's like chopping down a tree. It's like a woodcutter chopping down a tree. You cut it straight at the root. Honestly, no more tree. It's gone. Finito. All of that growth that went into the tree, all of those years that it extended its branches, and the continual cycles of the seasons, with the leaves falling, regenerating, autumn, winter, summer, autumn, spring, Once you heal, and I mean heal and recover, and cut down that tree, the woodcutter cuts down the tree, there's no more chances for the narcissist to get back. And the narcissist didn't anticipate this. Please press the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for that. It will take 2 seconds of your time. The narcissist didn't anticipate that we would recover. That the narcissist didn't anticipate that we would heal. Because the narcissist is so delusional, right? Deep in the core of them, I will agree, and I'm sure you understand too. Deep in the core of them, they always knew our potential. They did. But the more and more love we poured into them, the more and more kind we was, the more and more courteous we was, the more and more empathetic we was, it began to actually intoxicate them. It began to put them into a delusional state of intoxication. They were more or less intoxicated, like they had consumed large quantities of alcohol or had large quantities of illicit substances. This is what our love, this is what our care, this is what our empathy does to a narcissist. It makes them intoxicated. So they ignore the inner core dimensions of their mind, soul, and spirit. They ignore it. And deep within inside them, they always knew it would heal. They saw our potential from day one. They knew we was cut from a different cloth. They knew we was different from the rest. You see? But as I said early on, the narcissist's own self-importance blows out of all proportion and makes them delusional. So honestly, chosen ones, honestly, empaths, keep healing, keep recovering, keep practicing self-love, keep doing this, because this is what destroys the narcissist and kills them at their root. This takes away their power. Through your self-healing, through your self-love, through you prospering off the other things, you know, enjoying life. It could be the small things, you know. If you're down, as I said before, take a walk. It releases endorphins. I used to walk a lot. Immediately after the discard. I used to go on long journeys and walk, right? And I used to meet people, talk to people, different kinds of people, from all ages, races, religions. And I would involve and engage in conversations. And I used to actually find myself helping other individuals, you know? I used to find myself helping other individuals. And they would help me too. You know, would sit, would talk, you know? You see the sun go, you know, it's bright and sunny and the sun would go down. I think, wow, look, you know, that's the time? Wow. And honestly, I'm not saying go and get involved in intimate relationships with people, but take your time. Even just go for a walk in nature, ground in nature. It releases endorphins. Trust me, walking is a powerful, 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 powerful thing. Honestly, I always used to do this soon after the discard. I used to go on long walks, right? If you're down, if these wounds are still fresh, just do something nice for yourself. Drink some water, eat healthy. Have a coffee, have a tea, you know? Funnily enough, I got that advice recently. That's what I used to do, but I got this advice recently from a subscriber. They said, Zion, make yourself a tea, make yourself a coffee, you know? Honestly, I'm telling you, this stuff really helps, because we find ourselves if you go into the wormhole of obsessive rumination, of looking around the world like everything's dark. Not everyone's bad, not everyone's evil, but around our vicinity, around our perimeters, right, we seem to attract toxic individuals. You have to expand over those exterior walls. I will admit, during my travels and when I used to walk and I'd be about, I remember I used to work in this town, and after work, I used to just go to the coffee shop. I used to just sit at the coffee shop, and I used to smoke back then. So I would be smoking, drinking my coffee, and I would sit there for a couple hours. And my friend used to work there at the job with me as well, and he used to say, yo Zion, like, let me give you a lift, I'll give you a lift back. And I'll say, no, it's all right. And to be honest, this is how I actually bumped into other narcissists and other toxic individuals, that I'm so thankful to God that he snatched me and didn't allow me to go too far into these situationships. I mentioned it previously before about a narcissist that tried to use me to make the pastor of a church jealous, and I met a few individuals very narcissistic. I don't know, they're toxic. They're narcissists, but they could have even all been worse, you know, if I got deep involved with them. You know, as I said, one of them said their dad owns a black magic shop. And there's me still being, you know, naive and stupid, because I was actually at the initial, I was trying, this is the problem, and the narcissist does this as well. All of their hurt and all of their pain, they think that going into new relationships heals them. It doesn't. You need to practice self-love. You need to practice self-healing. You need to take those walks. You need to ground in nature. You need to do all of these things before moving on. Trust me. Don't worry. If you do these things that I'm telling you, you will move on at the right time, and you will attract your divine counterpart, and you will navigate through all of these counterfeits that the enemy throws your way. Because as I mentioned, that one at the coffee shop, that was a counterfeit sent by the enemy. There was plenty of counterfeits I've dodged, honestly. And to be honest with you, it's quite empowering to actually tell them to go away, basically. You know, it's quite empowering, actually, without even saying the words go away, just cut off. I done it. Honestly. There was someone on a dating app I met quite soon after the narcissist. I met them yet again, me being stupid, me being naive. I was thinking that I can heal through someone else. And I cut that person off as well. Because I saw glimpses. There was enough to go by for me to say, nah, that person's toxic. So trust me, the narcissist never thought you would make it. Your healing and recovery destroys the narcissist. And honestly, our love, our care, our compassion, our mercy, our empathy blew the narcissist's self-importance out of all proportion and made them delusional. So, beyond the core of them, they always knew we would make it. They always knew we could achieve greater things. And that's why they tried to hold us back. But now, if you're healing, you're recovering, you're destroying the narcissist at the core. So anyway, please press the like and the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can find the link in the description box. And if you would like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find the link in the description box. If you want more spiritual-based content, you can find the link for the other channel in the description box too. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon.